Just continue. Yeah, I got it.
Hello and welcome everybody to another edition of our players profile. Today we got a couple of Austintown Fitch Falcons senior setters in both Sammi Misik and Erin Burke. I guess my first question for the both of you two, because we'll jump right into this. This being your senior year, the culmination of years experience too, what kind of first led you both into volleyball? We'll start with you first, Erin.
For me, like the little spikers camps that we do here at Austintown Fitch is definitely something that definitely got me into it. And also, when I was in 5th grade, I had Coach Bartlett as my teacher, and it just kind of stuff like that, like kind of got me into it, just like being exposed to it, and I really found a passion for it through that stuff.
Yeah, for me, it was also Little Spikers. I think I started playing in 4th grade is when I first did Little Spikers, and also like all my friends did it, so I just started playing volleyball with them.
Little Spikers, I know, is a huge program too in the Austintown area, and it gets a lot of young girls into volleyball at early ages. Now, to the next question, I guess, going and moving into it, we know, Erin, you went down a little bit earlier this season with an injury, and Sammi, you were able to step up, and it seems like this offense didn't miss a beat. Talk to me a little bit about in the volleyball realm, how important it is and how much you two help each other as setters. And do you guys get a little bit competitive with each other? Sammi, we'll start with you first.
No, I honestly don't think we get competitive because I know Erin's a great setter. I stepped in. I always do reps at practice, so I always knew that if that were to happen, I would have to play. But at the end of the day, that'll always be Erin's position. I'm a passer, but I'm glad to set when I have to.
And for you, Erin, I mean, talk to me a little bit about this position too. I mean, no doubt one of the premier ones in the area to a very good team and some very top kill getters. Talk to me about that role and how you've taken that upon your shoulders and how important that is for you to be on point and perfect almost every single night.
I mean, as a setter, it's hard to accept that not every set's going to be perfect because when you're setting, it's almost like it has to be because you have to put the ball in the right spot. But I think that with the hitters that we have, like Joe and Alyssa, and even our middles, like Julia Jordan and Afton Roby, like we're able to adjust to the sets that might not be so perfect. And it's really taken like a load off my shoulders knowing that they're able to adjust and, play well too in situations where it might not be perfect.
Just to preview this Cheney team a little bit, I mean, you guys obviously are coming in the favorites in this one as you guys are one of the powerhouse teams in this area. But looking at this schedule and looking at this group of girls that you guys in particular are playing, you got a big quad match coming up on Saturday, and that's one that a lot of people are turning their eyes to. Talk to me a little bit about when you guys are playing in those situations as opposed to tonight where it's one game, 5 sets, when you have a bunch of games back to back to back to back. How that plays a different part in how you guys prepare, I guess, going into a day like that.
You can go. Okay, so I would just say, well, tonight obviously it's going to be a good game. Probably Erin will set the majority of the time. I know that tomorrow, with it being 3 games, it makes it a lot easier on both of us because we'll be able to split time. So if Erin does get tired, I can set. And I don't know, we don't really get in our heads that much. I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, I think that in those situations where we're playing for a long period of time, I mean, we get multiple reps in at a time at practice, and we're kind of prepared for, playing those long periods of time without, faulting or making mistakes.
I think there's no doubt that Coach Bartlett does a great job from a young age all the way up of building those connections and building this volleyball program. Talk to me a little bit about your personal relationships with Coach Bartlett and how much she has helped you grow as not only a player but also as a person.
She's always been like our number one supporter. She's a great coach, and she's definitely, always there for me. Always, whenever I'm like, kind of getting down on myself a little bit, she's always like, "You got it. This is your position. You know what you're doing." And I think that that's really been great for me as a player and for the team as a whole because she does it for everyone as well.
Yeah, I've known Coach Barla since I was very young. She's always been my coach. Even at Little Spikers, she's been my coach. And I feel very comfortable around her. I know I can ask her anything, and she'll always give me an honest answer. I never have to hold back anything. I can say how I feel, and she's very understanding of that.
There's no doubt the type of success that you guys have had with volleyball, and we know your guys' career with the high school and even before that has been relatively successful with the Austintown program. But just take a moment for my final question for the both of you. Reflect a little bit about your experience now, going both of you in your senior years. This is a tail end now of your high school career. Reflect a little bit on not only your volleyball career throughout high school, but reflect a little bit too on your experience with the Austintown schools and the Austintown program and Austintown as a community as a whole. Whoever wants to start with this one, I'm just gonna leave the floor and put the spotlight on you guys for a little bit.
Okay. I love Austintown. I love the program we have here for volleyball. I love going to school here. I mean, it's awesome. We have so many different opportunities available to us through volleyball in school, and I really have enjoyed, my time here and being able to, grow and develop through this program and through, just Austintown in general. It's a great community. I love it.
Yeah, I feel like at Austintown, we support every school. We always have some students coming to support us. It's very sad for me being my senior year. It's very emotional because I've been here my whole life, and it's sad leaving my friends and especially the sport I love because I'm not going to go on to play it. So it's sad.
As that is going to conclude it for our two setters from the Austintown Fitch Falcons in this edition of Setting the Table. We thank both of you and we wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors and the rest of the season.
Thank you.